Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off their christen this game. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's talk about Alabama. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
Well, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They're going to ride this running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. I think the quarterback could have found somewhere else to go with the football on that one. His intended target was not open. As a result, easy incompletion.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Going for 6. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right, man. You got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Wide open spaces. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physical.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, You already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Simpson. Throwing right. It's complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Hale. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, first down and more. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. First play of the period, first down here. On the direct snap, It's Bussy. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To the air, it's Reed. Using the quick game. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Grab behind the line. It's Craver. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Williams. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Has to get there to move the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Now, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Pulls it in, it's Edwards. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Reed. Hops it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be looking to run. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Keeps it going. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes a grab for a big play. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The toss to the right. Got room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense has him. They're on the move. And the ball will trickle across the sidelines out of bounds, and that'll do it here in the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the 2nd half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll try to pass their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On second and goal, he carries again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can...
There he goes! Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense, a physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Aggies trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A run for the quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. Man, they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
And he'll be brought down.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just try to run it on third down. No can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the second half. If you go for it and hit and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
This is a designed run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on fourth and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. That's caught. It's Miller. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. He fires to the left side. And it's his fourth interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He stopped not much up. Turn, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not ice.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Now improvising. grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And this offense, undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on 4th down, will stay out there to try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late.
Got enough space. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players made big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The quick out. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Finding open areas. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
On the move. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the 4th down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they'll run it to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout in this offense. Try to drain away the time and secure the victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Using his feet. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. It's a running room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I absolutely love when defensive backs do exactly what he did. Don't try to make the big play. A lot of times you see him go up together and the receiver come down, but he goes up, he bats the football down, makes sure nobody catches it. No points are getting put on the board. Nice play by the defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from the tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. So much for the wet ball drill. Couldn't hang on to it and muffed it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, 2nd and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the 1st down. Now it's 3rd down. What do you do now?
Looking to throw, it's Reed. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Might be changing the route. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly complete. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Number 38 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Reed. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He'll take it himself. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. get matchups like this every week, but when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started.
I want to be at this nigga house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the toss. Look out, he's got room. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. The officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And
man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Bring in the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. At the 20, the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He might want another play. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This time on target. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Lost one deep down the right side. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it from the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're trying to slam it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that 2nd down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, Michael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And there was something going on that play between the quarterback and the receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clemson is quick to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so faster after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Just keep slinging it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. And we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
A shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fires on the move. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll line up to go for two. Snap in the shotgun. And they can't make the connection.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready.
Oh, a lot of space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take it. This drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Moore. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. And
lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Floating away. Unloads to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Makes the grab, it's Moore. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah. Turning on the Jets. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the catch, it's Randall. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Pickup of 14. Good enough for first down. That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Oregon 27, Clemson 7.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They just keep firing. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice game. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells
all by himself down the middle. Touchdown Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he tacks on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Catch in the middle. It's Randall. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Clemson is quick to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late game situations.
I notice what you do. Yeah, I notice what you do. Every time you play home, you turn rain on. You gotta drop through the end of the game and drop it wide open. But yeah, you won. You did that. Nah, you still got. Hey, but listen, send it back and stop putting the rain on, nigga. Why you? What's up with you with the rain? Nigga, no, yes you can, nigga. You send that shit, nigga. That good, I'm cooking. Call me about an hour or two. I'll be finished cooking. Hey, you see how I started locking your offense up? Nah. Nigga, you ran the same. All you do is run the tight end and make the tight end curve in. Nigga, that was your only saving play. Tor, hello, Tor. So you saying them niggas weren't dropping the ball? I'm just saying, just say though. No, boy, I was way more past you, and you at home, nigga. Hey, stop playing with me, nigga. I said. You over say it, good. Listen, let me get home. Let me go and answer that. Let me get home, nigga. Because, and let's play a clear game, yeah. You'll do every time I played you don't do nothing but turn on the way. And I know you clicking it, nigga, because the game started off on clear. You clicking light rain or raining on that bitch, nigga. I ain't saying you cheating, but what, nigga, we just playing regular match. What you keep clicking on the rain for? Man, nigga, you every game I done played with you at home, you done throw rain, nigga. Nah, nigga, well, you click that bitch every time you at home. Send it back. I'm not. Let me get home right quick. It'll be fair. Oh, you want to sit on it? Oh, okay. Oh. what you want to sit on. Hey, if you listen. If you feel that good, send it back. and go live. Give me about 2 hours. I'll be back home. Okay.
Thank you.